All right, Stephen, one of the hottest stories that we've had for the last couple of weeks is the one we reported last week where our friends over at Intel have ended their NUC mini PC investment. And that means that companies are looking for alternatives. Our friends over at Scale Computing have decided to team up with Simply NUC for their edge systems, while Lenovo and other small form factor makers are also under consideration. But in a separate release that we saw, ASUS has signed a deal with Intel to support and develop the NUC hardware in a new NUC focused business unit. Stephen, what exactly are we seeing here?
Well, right now, I think we're seeing signs that this move from Intel to stop investing in the NUC business was not well communicated and prepared for in the community. Um, I think that there's definitely a lot of scrambling going on. I'm sure that people like me saw the writing on the wall about this when Intel ended their server business. But that being said, it appears it's surprising that really no one did want to take over that business like they Mytek did with the servers. So yeah, we're seeing a deal with ASUS to take over the support and even the manufacturing of Intel's 10th through 13th generation NUCs, and that's good. That's really good, especially for users of those platforms, because it appears that ASUS will be able to basically manufacture exactly the same thing. But of course, we're also hearing that this is not the same kind of acquisition that we saw in some of the other businesses. ASUS doesn't appear to be taking on Intel's employees or even really ownership of the platform. Intel says that, or is reported that Intel is willing to let others manufacture the NUCs as well. And so, yeah, ASUS is going to continue these, and they're a real good company to be doing that because they've got a lot of experience themselves in small form factor PCs. But we may see other companies announcing NUC business units too, which wouldn't be so bad. And as you mentioned, companies that are using NUCs, especially at the edge, like our friends over at Scale Computing, have quickly signed on with a company called Simply NUC, which can provide continuing support and ship NUCs as well. Simply NUC is a small company that actually looks pretty interesting in that they're focused solely on these small form factor PCs. They've got the Intel offerings, of course, but they also have a wide range of other offerings that they support, including some with AMD processors. And I look forward to a future where we have ASUS continuing NUC support and companies like Simply NUC continuing to be able to support these small form factor PCs, because let me tell you, they've really caught on the edge. Now, another company I want to mention here, as we talked about in a previous story, is Lenovo. They already make a wide range of small form factor devices for the edge, from their desktop based systems to more IoT and industrial automation, industrial process based systems, as well as point of sale and retail systems. And yes, NUC competitors. In fact, I've seen quite a few Lenovo small form factor PCs at the offices of some of these companies that are using this technology at the edge. So I would not be surprised if Lenovo is another company that really benefits from Intel's move.